He's heating up!
Hey guys, it's Vash. Welcome back with another E3 discussion video. In today's video, we're going to be talking about the Microsoft press conference. One of the three big hitters at E3, which is one of the two because Nintendo didn't do shit this year. But we have a lot to discuss with Microsoft. Now, the first thing I'd like to talk about is the Xbox One S, which is going to be why do I keep fumbling? It's going to be $299.99. It's going to be $300. Now, it's going to output 4K resolution upscaled, and apparently it's supposed to be like a little bit faster or something. It's like 40%, or it's like a huge percent smaller than the big giant VCR we call the Xbox One. Now, my opinions on that, awesome. I love white consoles. I would love an Xbox S, but I mean, I don't already play the one I have. I mean, the one that I have is it trips a lot. So, honestly, what I would love to do is I would love to maybe sell my Xbox to someone for cheap. Maybe like $200 or something. Which then I'd be able to buy 150. I don't know. But that's kind of fucked up that it doesn't work that well. I mean, it works. It's just a pain in the ass. It's like a fucking ex-girlfriend, dude. It doesn't listen and it doesn't work. What am I saying? It does work. It just doesn't work when I fucking want it to. When I want you to, you hear me? Piece of shit. Sitting over there looking at me like that. But I would love to get an Xbox One S. But I mean, there would be no point in investing in one, for me at least, because I have an Xbox and I barely play it. So, but I mean, I think that'd be great for people that were looking for an Xbox One to jump into. Next thing I want to talk about is Gears 4. Now, I didn't really 100% pay attention during this trailer because, like, to me, Gears is kind of getting, like, it's just Gears. I mean, it looks epic. It looks fancy. It looks extravagantly immersive and, like, it's just Gears. It's kind of like Halo to me. Like, it looks great. We know it's great. But it's just Gears. Like, you get my point? Like, it's just Gears. I mean, I know I'm definitely going to buy it when it comes out because I need a reason to play my fucking Xbox. And it is Gears. So, like, I don't really have much to say about Gears. It looks like a lot of fun. They announced General RAM for Killer Instinct after that, which is really cool. I really enjoy Killer Instinct. I think it's a great fighting game. I love it. I was really into the first season. I didn't buy the second season because I wanted to wait until it was done because I didn't want to wait for character releases. I wanted to wait until they were all out and then buy it. But I ended up not doing it and completely forgot. But now season 3 is out and it has General ROM. And I really don't care about General ROM. So it's cool that he's added in there. I really like Rash, though. I think he's a cool addition. And the Arbiter is alright. But like General ROM, it's whatever. You know, not like, gross. Like, I don't really mind. It's whatever. Next thing I want to talk about is Recore. Now, Recore, they showed off how you have different robots now. At first, it looked like you only had, like, the little dog one following you around. But, like, you have, like, a gorilla one and shit. And it looks really fancy. I also found out that Recore is only going to be $39.99 when it comes out. Because of the pre-order listings on Amazon and stuff is labeled at $40, which is really cool. But Recore looks fancy. I mean, I didn't get to play this one while I was at E3 because they were giving away t-shirts, and anywhere where if you've been to a convention, anywhere that has free shit has a long line. And there was a very, very long line that I was not willing to wait in to get to play Recore, but from what I saw, it looks fun. I'll pick it up. All that sand and shit make you feel dirty and grungy. But it looks like an action platformer with a little bit of puzzle solving. And like a little, I can't remember with how the combat was. I remember they showed it a while ago, but it's all right. Next thing I want to talk about was Final Fantasy 15. Now, Final Fantasy 15 looks absolutely fantastic, final fat nasty. The only problem is that the demo they showed someone getting their ass handed to them the whole game, and it made the game look terrible. So they should probably fire that guy. No, that's I take that back. It's too harsh. Seriously though, he was terrible at the video game. It was really bad. But Final Fantasy 15 looks really fun. This is a Final Fantasy game I actually might play till the end because I'm not a huge fan of turn-based. I get bored. And it's funny because I find turn-based combat boring. I'm very very picky with my turn-based. Like, I love Persona, I love Pokemon, but I don't like Final Fantasy. I don't mind it. I just can't play them. I can watch them. I just can't play it. And I liked Crisis Core. I beat that game. That game was just mashed to win. You just tap X and you win. But honestly, Final Fantasy 15 looks like a lot of fun. I did not... Did I play this one? I think I did play this one. Maybe I watched. Huh. I don't remember. The game looks like a lot of fun. I'm definitely going to be getting it when it comes out. Final Fantasy 15 looks like a lot. I'm not going to be getting it for fucking Xbox, though. They can fuck off on that one. I'm not buying Final Fantasy 15 for Xbox. Would you, bitch, please? Final Fantasy 15, no thank you on Xbox. But I'm down. I'd hop on it. It looks fun to me, and I may actually beat it. But the point I was trying to make before is that, like, I find, like, turn-based kind of boring, but I love tactical RPGs, and they're even slower and arguably more boring than turn-based RPG. But that's just that. Next game I want to talk about that looks really good. We Happy Few. When I first saw this game, I was like, this looks like BioShock a little bit. Like, the way the characters are animated and the way they're drawn and, like, modeled, it looks like a BioShock game, the way they move. But I then read that it's supposed to be, like, randomly generated, and you're supposed to be, like, escaping, and you're not taking these pills that are really showing you how shitty everything is around you. It looks so interesting, and I'm very, very intrigued. I don't know if this is an Xbox exclusive, but that is definitely a game that I will really look into, and I think it comes out at the end of this month. Or July, maybe. I don't know, but it comes out very, very soon. And that looks like a lot of fun. Especially with, like, when that guy's like, no, like in the trailer, and he jugs him with the needle, and then he comes over and closes the blinds on the windows, like, you ain't see shit. That had me cracking up. Like, when they were busting the pinata, it was really creepy and gross. That was, like, a lot of fun. I can't wait for We Happy Few. It's going to be great. Tekken 7. Oh boy, if I had to pick a fighting game, it would be Tekken. I grew up with Tekken. Out of all the fighting games I played, Tekken was probably my favorite one. Out of Dead or Alive, out of Street Fighter, out of that Star Wars game, shitty Star Wars fighting game on PS1. Tekken was the one game that I always really enjoyed the most. And Akuma is in Tekken now, and I've seen gameplay of him. I don't really like the way he fights. He fights like really slow, and you can easily sidestep his Hadoukens. But I've always enjoyed Tekken, and there's this badass cinematic trailer of Heihachi fighting Akuma, and it's Heihachi with his granddad bod, dude. Jeez, I wish I had a bod like that. I'm gonna get hot when I'm old and do some karate. But Tekken 7 is a game I'm definitely gonna be getting for. Is it on PC? I hope it is, because I don't have a fight stick for my PS4. Do 360 fight sticks work for Xbox One? Maybe I can do that. You know what? I don't think I can use a fight stick for Tekken. I think Tekken and, like, Injustice or, like, Mortal Kombat, I think those are the kind of games that I just can't use a fight stick with. Those are, like, I'm not trained, because I suck ass. I'm better with controllers. I think it's just Street Fighter that I use fight sticks for. But Tekken 7 is a game I'm definitely going to be getting. Now, the next game. Ooh, boy, the next game. This game I was completely surprised that they announced, and when I saw it, I melted in my seat. Dead Rising 4. Dead Rising 4. Dead Rising is why I bought an Xbox 360. It was the sole reason why I bought an Xbox 360. I didn't have an HD television then when I bought it, so I couldn't read the text on the screen. That game was so important to me that I went and I bought the strategy guide so that I would know what to do, because I couldn't read any of the text on screen. And I would use the screen caps in the strategy guide, because they were bigger in the book than they were on TV, to read what I needed to do and what the people were saying. Dead Rising is like one of my like all-time favorite games that I love so much dearly. And 3 was just fucking awesome. And now 4 is coming back, and Frank is back. Ballpark Frank West is back, and he is the main protagonist of Dead Rising 4. The only thing that's kind of weird is that the game takes place back in Willamette, which is where the first game took place, and Frank actually looks really young. And it's Christmas time, So when I saw it, I assumed that it was like a reboot, which I would think is kind of weird that they're going to reboot and call it Dead Rising 4, but actually they confirmed later on. I actually found this out earlier today, before recording this, that the game takes place 16 years after the first Dead Rising, 1 year after Dead Rising 3. And Frank has to go back to Willamette for some reason. I actually recorded a demo playthrough of that game, which I will be uploading soon also, giving you more of an analysis. Not even an analysis, I'm talking like I'm doing some in-depth shit. I'll give you some more information after finish talking to the guy that let me play the game, like the mechanics and the controls, and just talking about like more in-depth impressions of Dead Rising with the demo, which I'll be showing later. But Dead Rising 4, that is probably what I like cried a little on the inside when I saw that they were working on that, and I can't wait for Dead Rising 4 to come out. Next game they were talking about is Scalebound, which then they showed that the game is going to be 4-player co-op. This game is made by Hideki Kamiya. Kamiya is the guy that created, that brought us Bayonetta, that brought us Beautiful Joe. I think he worked on God Hand, didn't he? I think he did. And he was a head director of Resident Evil 2. Kamiya does some good work. That's the point. Well, he worked on the mighty, what is that game called for the Wii? The Wonder Red and all them. I just remember the character's name, Wonder Red. I can't remember what the game was called. But like, I think he did work on that. Did Kamiya work on that? I think he did. The Wonderful 101. Yeah, I didn't really like that game very much. It was kind of frustrating. But the point is, Scalebound looks like just shitty DMC with like DMC Dante. People don't like the newest DMC. It looks like shitty DMC Dante with a dragon. And that's not a bad thing. The game actually looks really badass and a lot of fun, and I would love to play it, and I can't wait to get it to co-op it with friends. It looks like a lot of fun. But I mean, the main character really does give me like a shitty DMC Dante feel, like with the way his hair is and the way he's dressed and how he acts and how he speaks. It just reminds me of that. But the game looks like a whole lot of fun. I just wish I had a little bit more information on what the fuck is going on. Fighting this giant ass crab thing with dragons and shit. I don't know what's going on. Like, come on, man. I probably have to do some more like in-depth shit on this. Next game I want to talk about is the next Rare title called Sea of Thieves. This game looks like a lot of fun to someone that actually cares. I don't. And the reason why I don't is mainly because the people that they were showing playing the game, I understand that they were like, oh, look, it's multiplayer, look at these people having fun, but the people were getting on my fucking nerves. And like the game it just looked whatever to me. It looked whatever. I do love me some Rare, but Rare today is nowhere near as Rare it used to be, like nowhere near as good. But I mean, at least they're not working on balls shit Connect games anymore. Or that terrible Perfect Dark game. I guess, I'm sure, to tell you the truth, any game is fun with people, with friends. And I'm sure Sea of Thieves is going to be absolutely fantastic if I can get a whole crew for the booty. Everyone gets the booty. But I mean, well, the game, I don't even know what it's about. Is it like you just create a crew and you go and you like destroy shit? Or like, I don't know. It looks whatever. But I mean, it has potential. I'm sure people will love it, but I'm probably, if I don't have people to play with, I'm gonna stay away from that one. Next game they wanted to announce was the new State of Decay game that looks like it's gonna have co-op. My cousin loves State of Decay. I didn't like it. I thought the game had horrible pop-up. It had really bad frame rate. Let me tell you, oh boy, I paid full price for this fucking shit when it came out because I was hype as fuck. But my cousin hyped it up for me. I bought it. The game had terrible fucking frame rate. Had horrible pop-in. I remember like driving my car and then just stopping, and then all of a sudden like a parked car or like a fence will just appear in front of me because the game didn't fucking load. It was just confusing with like how to switch characters, and like I just hated the game. But my cousin adored it. He loved it, but I couldn't stand it. And then they like re-released the shit and like, ugh. I don't know, man. I wasn't feeling it. I didn't like it. But there's a new State of Decay game. I'm sure if my cousin buys it, I'll probably buy it to play with him, but I just didn't like the first one. Halo Wars 2 was another game I wanted to talk about. I really like RTSs. I think they're a lot of fun. Halo Wars, me and my brother both spent quite a bit of time playing Halo Wars, playing a lot of Halo Wars. And Halo Wars 2 looks like so much fun. The story mode looks like alone itself. Like, I remember when I played the first Halo Wars, I only played the story mode for a little bit. And honestly, I had so much fun just playing the game that most of the time and hours I put into the game were just me playing normal, regular ass skirmishes with the computer, like just one-on-one with the computer. That was like what I did in that game. My brother went online and played people, and he like fought his friends and stuff, but like I never went online. I solely just played against the computer. Kind of reminded me of Battlefield a little bit. Battlefront, not Battlefield. And not in like a, I mean, like, it reminds me in the way of like when I played Battlefront, I didn't even touch the story. I would just pick like a map and just battle out because I had so much fun playing the game. But Halo Wars 2 looks great. Looks like so much fun, and I can't wait. I'm definitely going to be copying that when it comes out. And the last thing I want to talk about, which was a little confusing to me, is Microsoft is now working on a new Xbox One to compete with PlayStation's PlayStation Neo. They're calling it Project Scorpio, and they claim that it's going to do native 4K resolution, and it's going to have like gigaflops and all this shit that like I have no idea what they're talking about, but they claim that it's going to be the end-all be-all Xbox One entertainment system that is going to be coming out. And I don't know when. I don't think they gave us a time window, but I mean, I agree. I agree that Microsoft is, putting in the effort to make their console better. I really appreciate that, because honestly, like, I have an Xbox One, and like, not in a hater's point of view or whatever, but I find it pretty ridiculous that I buy a game for Xbox One and the game runs at fucking chugging choppy ass 720p. That is ridiculous. And I mean, like, I know a lot of people are like, well, resolution doesn't matter. It doesn't. Come on, dude. And I pay fucking $400 for a console to run like shit. You know what I mean? Like, fuck. We did not. I don't even know what that's just my view on it. It's like, why did we buy this thing if it just runs like shit? I have a 360 that can run better than my goddamn Xbox One. Like, I could have saved some fucking money. You get what I mean? You understand what I mean? Like, because I know there are a lot of people that are like, oh, it doesn't run at 60 FPS. It doesn't run at 60 FAPS per second. I'm uninterested. Like, I'm nothing like that. But I mean, like, what did we pay for? But I appreciate that they're, like, working on it, and they were going to do the 4K. I don't give a fuck about it. I don't have 4K TV. I got no money. So I don't have a 4K TV, but cool. Down the line, if I ever hit the lotto or, find a 4K television off the back of a truck, then I'll have a Xbox that plays 4K resolution games. But, I mean, it's whatever. Same thing with, like, PlayStation's new PlayStation. I don't give a shit. I mean, it's just, I guess it's good for people that haven't bought a console yet. You get, like, a newer, faster one. Cool, awesome. Sweet. 10 out of 10. Good for you. You done well. You did good, pig. It's cool. Project Scorpio, awesome. Gigaflops and all. I'm excited that they're working on an Xbox that actually runs correctly. And, I'm down. I mean, maybe I should, instead of getting the Xbox S, maybe I should, slang this bad boy and get a Scorpio. A Project Scorpiano. Maybe that'll be a smarter idea. But, I mean, it was kind of weird that they were talking about it like a brand new console. It's like, these new consoles came out in like 2011, didn't they? 2012? No, not that early. 2013. They've only been out for like 2 or 3 years, and they're already talking about like brand new consoles. But, even with the newer consoles, they always came out with like a slim, like the slim PlayStation, the thinner Xbox, PS3, slim PS2. I don't think the original Xbox ever got a slim version, but I mean, I guess now it's time for the console upgrades. And then in like 3 to 5 years, we will then be seeing our next generation consoles. But that's all I really had to say about Microsoft's press conference. The one thing that made me go buck-ass wild at this convention, not the convention, what the fuck, at this conference, was Dead Rising 4. That was my play of the game. My cue of the game. If you play Overwatch, you know what I'm talking about. That was my cue of the game, man. Dead Rising 4 sold me. It made me go, oh, I knew I'd have a reason to fucking own you. Yes, I'm pointing at you, Xbox One. I now have a reason why you exist in my house. And I'm glad. And I can't wait for Dead Rising. What did you guys think of Microsoft's presentation? Overall, to me, I thought it was whatever. It was okay. They were bringing a lot of games. Most of them were games that I have the mentality of like, oh, that's cool. I'll get it when it comes out. But nothing I was excited for. Dead Rising 4, wow, unbelievably excited to play. But I would love to hear what you guys think. What did you like? What did you dislike? What are you excited for? What do you don't give a shit about? What is something that Microsoft could have announced or done to make you go, man, Xbox ride or die, or something like that? I'd love to hear your guys' opinions and what you got to say in the description. I love to read it. Description in the comment section. I'd love to read it and see what you guys got to say. In the description, I will be linking the Microsoft press conference to the Twitch VOD so that you can see all of the impressions and reactions live as I watched it on Twitch with friends. So if you're interested in that, that is down there. And for that, I thank you guys for listening to me ramble for 20 minutes. I really appreciate it. I love all of you, and I hope to see you guys next time, in which then we will be covering Ubisoft. Thank you guys, and I hope you have a wonderful day. Bye.